Hey Scorpio, welcome. This is your monthly shadow work journaling tarot experience for May 2023. Please keep in mind this is not an individual reading, so if something doesn't fit, leave it for someone else. Also, in public interest, please know that on occasion there may be triggering information that comes up in these readings. It could be triggering for some, so please be aware of that. I attempt to warn of these things as Spirit provides them. So let's get into it and see what we learned today, Scorpio. Grab yourself a paper and pen. Feel free to pause this video if necessary to do so. We're going to pull 2 journaling prompts and then we're going to get into a shadow work reading. Spirit messages for Scorpio's highest good today regarding shadow work. We've got 2. What role did you play in your family growing up? Do you play the same role now? How does your reactive role affect the types of relationships you attract now? Again, what role did you play in your family growing up? Do you play the same role now? How does your reactive role affect the types of relationships you attract now? And what is the source of your greatest joy? What makes you happy? Are you afraid to admit any part of this? This card corresponds to the Sun, number 19, also known as 10. Also, 1 plus 9 is 10. 10 is completion of cycles. Again, what is the source of your greatest joy? What makes you happy? Are you afraid to admit any part of this? Okay, let's get into the tarot here and see what we've got. I'm going to start with a shadow trait. Spirit messages for the best and highest good for Scorpio, please. Can we not have 30 cards? Would that be okay? Scorpio, shadow trait. This is just silly. I am not reading 7 cards as a center. Oh. All right, so we've got the 9 of Candles here in reverse and the 4 of Presents. The shadow trait here is walking away, dropping your burdens, walking away, not looking back. So sometimes you cut things out too fast, Scorpio. Sometimes you drop the burden just before the end. And you say, screw it, I'm done. All right, let's take a look at why you've held on to this particular trait of not holding on. Got the Page of Candles in reverse, the Chariot, and the Empress in reverse. So some of you here, you had to move a lot when you were a kid. You didn't have any choice in it. You didn't get to help pick the place. You were just whisked away here. At least one of you probably had a mother in the military. And many of you have difficulty aligning with the feminine in yourselves because of this. You never learn to receive. You learn to give, 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 give in order to try to attract people to you because you were constantly having to move over and over and over again. Your parent just whisking you away from here to there. All right, let's take a look at the hard truth here. A hard truth regarding this. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse here. Well, it seems that the hard truth here is that oftentimes whenever your heart has been, you've had a chance to get close to someone, here you've let like one harsh feeling just cut the whole thing off. You stab people before they have a chance to stab you. That's why it's become easier for you to walk away. Okay, let's take a look at the practical application of this information here. Ooh. Okay, where does this end? All right. So we have the Hierophant, the Two of Candles in reverse, the Tower, and the Eight of Needles. So practical application here. Some of you were raised by a preacher or a mayor, someone prominent in the community who seemed to hold up a certain value here. And that person not making decisions in your benefit has caused you to feel like everything is your fault all the time. Like you're the one always bringing the tower. You're the one who's always having to pick up the pieces here. And sometimes because of the echoes in your mind from a parent, an authority figure here, you don't make decisions and you feel like that ruins your life. How to care for yourself during shadow work. Excuse me, looking off to the side here and looking at my map, learning the spread. How to care for yourself. And we have the Knight of Potions here, the High Priestess in reverse, and the Six of Potions. There is someone here in your life that you need to revisit your love with them. And I'm not saying go back to a past person. I am saying look through your life at the moments of joy. What are the things that you are afraid to let yourself enjoy that are from your past? You know, does, say, maybe going on a picnic by the riverside, you love doing this, but you have a bad memory, or you have a memory associated with someone that turned out to not be your soulmate, and so that hurts you, right? So you try to do a different thing every single time, and in doing so, you're actually robbing yourself of happiness here. It's time to revisit the hidden things here and bring them to light, that you remember the happy things. Go revisit those things. In fact, go laugh in places where you've cried. Okay, there's a really big flipping the script kind of energy going on at this current time. It's been showing up in all sorts of readings I've done for family, friends, etc., etc. This is a thing. And I've heard a couple of other readers mention things about changing the way that you speak a story from your past, right? The story you tell yourself is the way Chris Reck from Minnow Pond Tarot put it. And I think that that may be useful for you here, but it may also be useful to look at it really as like going to fill the places in your life with fresh, sweet love, right? Your own love here. To care for yourself by revisiting the happiness in your life and believing that happiness can be good and not turn out to be negative, right? I'm here, I'm Walking Away by Craig David. I'm walking away from the troubles in my life. I'm walking away. Oh, to find a better day. And while you're thinking about all of this, remember again, let's go back to the first question we had. What role did you play in your family growing up? Do you play the same role now? How does your reactive role affect the relationships you attract now? So I would think about how these things are affecting you in that way as well, Scorpio. And now we're going to pull 2 Zen cards here for you, just kind of for meditative closing it out. Well, we're trying to get one out for you. All right, I'm just going to draw this top one here. If I can get it to come out. Okay. The obstacle is the path. And variety is the spice of life. I hope this was really helpful for you today, Scorpio. Enjoy your journaling and take some time to sit with these thoughts. I hope that this is helpful, as I said. And feel free to like, share, subscribe, however you feel led. I've got a lot of different types of content coming over the next coming weeks, and I would love for you to be a part of that. So thank you so much for stopping by, and be blessed. Thanks.